Don't call it corny. The Tony Award-winning musical Shucked is in town, playing at Bass Performance Hall in Fort Worth. The musical comedy is going to have you amazed. Amazed, get it? Okay, all right. No more jokes, corny jokes, maybe. But we are very happy to welcome two of the show's cast members. Miki Abraham plays Lulu, and Quinn Vanantwerp plays Gordy. We want to thank both of you guys really so much for coming out here, because we know this is busy. But the show just did open last night.
Yes.
For those who are not familiar with the show Shucked, because it's not like I mean it's kind of like a brand new thing when it hit Broadway. It was original. Describe it for us.
Yeah, so Shucked takes place in fictional Cobb County. Our livelihood is corn, and then one day the corn dies, and we have to figure out what we're gonna do. So our hero, aptly named Maisie, no more puns, but there you go. Yeah. Aptly named Maisie, she leaves to go find help. She goes to the big city of Tampa, Florida, and all kinds of hijinks ensue, mistaken identity, all of your musical theater moments. And then we come to the realization that we have so much more capacity for love than we think we do. Change isn't as scary as we think it is. I always say that Shucked is about corn, but it's not, but it is. So it's lots of corny jokes. You're gonna laugh. I think there's like 182 laughs or something.
Depending how well I do.
Yeah. yeah, it's good. It's just a fun, original time.
And describe each of your characters.
Yeah,
Well, I play Gordy Jackson, who's the corn doctor who comes to town, but he's kind of like a Harold Hill Music Man type of con man, and he comes to town with Maisie and for not so good purposes.
Yeah, and I play Lulu, who runs the whiskey distillery in town. She knows everything about everyone, even if you think she doesn't. And it's kind of like she meets her match a little bit, with Gordy. No spoilers, but yeah, she is kind of like the rock of the community and very sassy, takes no nonsense. Yeah.
The roles are great. I will say that. All right. Now, Shucked has a unique North Texas tie, which we're really excited about. Shane McNally, country music singer-songwriter. He has worked with the likes of Casey Musgraves, who's from East Texas. He's from Mineral Wells, and he is also a songwriter, one of the songwriters for Shucked. So what is it about his music that makes it so much fun and so relatable? I
mean, Shane is one of those people that like you don't necessarily know his name, but you know every song that he's written. I mean, he's written for Reba and Dolly and Casey Musgraves and all these amazing songs. And like, I don't know, he's just one of the most talented songwriters I've ever heard, but also one of the funniest people I've ever heard. And I think that probably he would say that a lot of that is coming from the area he came from.
I think what's so amazing about it is I think you could probably take any song that Shane has written and put it into a musical because it's all about the storytelling, and so it just matches so well. Like the musical theater and the country music of it all just kind of locks in, and it's just very cohesive. And I love. I mean, I grew up singing country music, so this show is a dream. And I just think that his music is so. It's just so like grounding and warm, and you're just like locked in to listening to this story, and I think it works so well.
Was there any surprise that something, because you don't usually equate country music stuff with Broadway?
Yeah.
Right.
That it is such a big hit and that it has done so well. Was that a surprise for anybody?
I think there's something about it, you're right, country musicals have not fared very well in New York, but there was something about it, especially about the time that we're in. There's something about Shucked that has kind of, a return to like rediscovering small town values and family. Like I always think of the line in the show is, families telling someone to go to hell and then worrying that they get there safely.
Yeah.
And I think that we didn't know that first opening night on Broadway if we were going to be a hit, if we were going to be booed out of town. We didn't know. But there was something that was like, everybody was like thirsty for having like a communal moment where people kind of came together, and I don't think anybody realized they'd be like crying at the end of a corn show. Right. So me neither. I didn't think so either.
Yeah, and touring it is so special. Like from the beginning, I was always like, oh, this show will tour so well. Yeah. Because we're telling the story about these communities that we're going to, which is so special. So it's a little bit of like a different thing in New York. People were laughing because the jokes were like, oh, this is funny. Across the country, people are like, oh, I know that person. My mom said that growing up,
That's my Aunt Daisy.
Yeah. So it's cool.
Yeah. So what about doing it every single night, though, talking about touring and taking it around the country? How do you maintain that level of energy and enthusiasm and excitement night after night after night?
I mean, I think every place is different. Obviously, like every state that we're in, that we're performing in is different. You know, like we will learn that. And the last time that we were in Texas, Texas loved the married jokes. Like any jokes about being married for a long time, Texas loved. And so you learn like the different things that the audiences and the communities think is funny. And so that's something I think that keeps it kind of special. I think I've played Lulu combined with tour and Broadway over 300 times. So there's something that you have to just show up honestly and just kind of take it as it comes.
There's something really nice about doing a new show too, though, because you remind yourself that like these people have never heard or seen this show. Like I did Jersey Boys for 8 years. Lots of people have seen Jersey Boys and are coming back. It's a great show. But tonight, no one's going to have seen this show except for maybe 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
So there's something really exciting about that.
Yeah, no kidding. Exciting, but pressure.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of pressure.
Speaking of pressure.
This is what I have been dreading because I knew that today was happening. This, though, is really one of the most popular parts of the musical, and you're going to show us the corn can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think of ourselves as the Rockettes of corn. And these are going to be your Rockette legs.
Yeah.
And we're going to, sorry, we're going to start like with them up here.
Yeah.
And we're going to like 7, 8, and 1. And then we're going to kick right. We're going to kick left. We're going to come up and touch them and down. You want to do that much so far?
A lot. I'm already lost. But okay, let's try.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're up here. So we go 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Great.
Great.
You nailed it. No, that's great.
And you guys said that this was like the first thing you learned when it came time.
Day
you
one.
got the job, let's practice. And that was like the first thing you did was learn.
Luckily, we didn't do
it.
it in the audition. None of us would have this job if that was true.
Okay.
Okay, from here, we're going to go right, left, left, right, together, down.
Who's the corn choreographer? I mean,
Sarah Ogleby.
Sarah Ogleby.
Yeah, Sarah Ogleby.
She's 5 foot nothing, but she's a really big person, you know, on the inside. Should we do that here?
Oh, Lord, okay, yeah.
Okay, here we go. 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah!
My corn days are over.
Really amazing.
Great job.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
really,
you.
Really, thank you. And best of luck.
Thank you.
With the rest of the tour, but certainly your time here in Fort Worth.
Thanks so much.
We love it here.
Thank you.